How's it been going so far?
Uh, like I had messaged in the group, I feel stuck. I always feel stuck because I feel like I'm on this deserted island trying to build this business. And I've had good years in 2020 and 2021, six figures. And this year has kind of been a growing year, a learning year, implementation year. And it seems like when I make progress towards something, something bad happens. I.e., for example, my YouTube. I had a great YouTube. I put money into it. I had professional editing and it just took it away from me. And then I had MailChimp, a weekly newsletter going. I was following Ricky Carruth. I did the whole weekly. And then next thing you know, they deleted my whole account. So it's like I make a step forward and then yeah, it's like no explanation, nothing. It's just like that just seems like it's been I'm gonna manifest my past that I have experienced. And so with YouTube now, I've known the benefit because I've done it. So I've been doing it. So I'm starting over with you guys. There's a lot of people out there that teaches this and that, but I'm full paying attention to you guys. I've completed the course. I think you guys seen um on the bonus, there's only part two. So I've done most of all of the part, but where I'm stuck at, guys, is my branding. I'm trying to rebrand myself. And I think, Tim, you probably heard me spoke about it in one of the Freedom Team Zoom, is that I'm trying to brand myself as the as is realtor. I have this concept. I understand we got to niche down to get that perfect clientele instead of being such a broadcast. So what I've learned of what I like about real estate is not just selling real estate, but the investment side of real estate and understanding that the listings is what we got to go after. And a lot of people that do YouTube, they get a lot of buyers. I don't know if you guys experience that, it mostly buyers, or you do get sellers.
Well, we targeted buyers. That was what the whole thing was. And I'll tell you, I just had this conversation earlier where we did not, when we first started the channel, we didn't narrow our niche down to tight enough, in my opinion. And the reason I say that is because, we were putting videos out just showing people, what it was. We were filming everything and anything and everything and going after anybody that would call us. Now, that being said, we kind of ran into the problem where we were chasing people who were wanting to buy a $75,000 mobile home in Alberta, and and to be quite honest with you, I don't want to chase that person, so we had to kind of narrow it down and decide who do we want to be our client, so we made the decision that we're going to go after those 500,000 to say $2 million buyers that are wanting a property on the beach. So we thought, well, then we got to target investors. That's what we got to target. So we started wholeheartedly going after investors, and then when the phone started ringing, well, it just kept ringing and kept ringing and kept ringing, and we kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and people kept calling, and then it was our average turned into $750,000 sales. That's what our average was. Now we've kind of broadened it back out because I moved down the road. I moved 15 miles down the road from Orange Beach to Foley, and it's a lower price point, and there's a lot of new construction. So, we're getting those anywhere from 300 to $500,000 buyers on the in first time buyer market or whatever, and that's fine. But in turn, what we're doing is referring those out. So I have two buyers agents. I have a transaction coordinator. They're handling all of it. Those are the kind of people you kind of have to chase a little bit after they call you. You gotta really show them 15 properties before they buy one. That's all fine and well, but I just didn't have time to do it. So um, I guess taking that into consideration, like I said, we kind of narrowed it down. I don't. Explain, I mean, like, what did that
So
answer your question number one, or did I confuse you more?
kind of both, but
Okay.
so I have this two brand. So my tagline, my ad handle, and this is thing that YouTube screwed me over. My handle for all of my things are the as is realtor. And they took it from me, so I can't use that no more. So with them, I have to use as is realtor, and everything else is the as is realtor. So I've been struggling in my mind, branding myself something and what it is and what I'm good at, what I like to do. And it's about distressed properties and wholesaling and helping distressed homeowners. Because as an investor and understanding real estate, I could be that first buyer, I could be that investor to
Okay.
help them. So there's a route that I have with that, but I struggle with, is I going to be enough money to put in my bank account? Or should I be basic? I wouldn't say basic, but like the normal path. I even went to buy the domain when I did my YouTube channel before it got deleted, was living in Chandler, Arizona, and it was everything about Chandler, Arizona, and it was like professional editing done. So that got taken from me. I moved. I went to Surprise. So I I found and I bought live in Surprise AZ. So my whole plan was doing that with new construction because there's a lot of seniors, and I was branding myself working with downsizing seniors because Surprise Sun City is a lot of seniors. So downsizing seniors and move up millennials because now we're working on both transactions because I want to focus on the sell side, but we're helping them buy as well. And then getting them to move into these new construction homes and doing videos and tours, which I've been doing and I have done. I'm just not consistent because I get frustrated and I'm like, I can only do so much. And it doesn't seem like it's much making progress, but I know it is. It's just slow. But I know people are watching, it's just sometimes they don't say it, right? So I want to work with investors. I love investors. I want investor buyers. I want to work on that. I'm working on that new construction so I could do the tours there. But now I moved about maybe 30 to 45 minutes away from Surprise now because we ended up renting the whole house to Airbnb for like 2 straight months. So I had to move. So and I might keep it that way. So I might not be like in Surprise anymore. So that's where like I'm struggling. Like, what do you guys think is should be my best route? Should I create two different channels or can I still do one channel? Because if I'm branded as is realtor, what's living surprise AZ? What if I end up not, you know,
Well, to
doing anything?
answer, let me try to answer your question because there was three parts to that question. So let me try to
Okay.
answer all three of them. So the first part is you were asking about getting listings. How did we get listings or how do we get listings? Well, I'm going to tell you that we targeted first after buyers, and the listings are just now after 2 years starting to come around. So after we mainly targeted buyer, 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 buyer. And then now we're just starting to get the listings call. I think the key to that is to focus on buyers. And if you really want my opinion, whether you consider it professional or not, but if you want my opinion, I would definitely have two separate channels. I would have the as is channel and call yourself the as is agent and target just investors and talk about distressed properties because I think that is that's a pretty well honed in niche. And then as far as that goes, it's pretty interesting. You could make some awesome videos, just explaining, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about it myself. As far as buying a distressed property, I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, like it's, fixer upper and all this other stuff and flipping houses and all that. That's not my thing. And I wouldn't know where to begin. So it would be interesting for me to watch that channel just to learn, for me to go, okay, well, that's how you do that. Okay. And then it might give me something to try, and it'll make me come back to your channel to watch it more and more and more, and to pick up the phone and call you because you are the expert in it. The other thing is, I think if you once you decide where you're going to live and where you want to work, like if it's not in Surprise, then it's wherever you're living now. I would just start a whole new channel, the living in wherever you're at, whatever, you know, main town, Arizona, whatever it is, and wherever you're living there. And I would focus strictly on new construction. And I say that because that's what is selling right now. New construction selling because of the lower interest rates, because of all the incentives that the builders are putting out. And I think you're going to turn that channel into buyers faster. I think the phone's going to ring faster if you do it that way. Um, but but now listen, having two channels, I can tell you from experience, that's a big, 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 mighty thing to take on. So have you thought about bringing in a partner to share stuff 50-50 with and share the workload? Because that's what I did with Aileen. I was like, I went out and found me an icon agent and I said, look, hey, we got to do this and we share the load. I do all the YouTube stuff. She handles all the real estate stuff. We've split everything 50-50.
No, I haven't thought about that, but that's
It,
something to
it'll
consider.
change your life. I'm telling you, it would change your life.
I think I just have to pick a path. I'm stuck between a fork in the road, and I feel like I have to be perfect. And if I pick the wrong thing, I'm gonna get screwed. And then I got to start over everything. I got to go backwards again. I'm just like, but no, I agree. I agree with you saying. I appreciate that recommendation with the new construction because it's huge, and that's what I've been doing is the video tours and promoting it. So people do know that from me. And my other thing I do is assumables. So assumable is a good thing that I promote as well that I'm subscribed to. So I can create something like that. Those two. Um,
I want
okay.
to echo one thing that Andy said too. I think the biggest thing, Toy, is decide where you want to work. Doesn't matter where you live, matter where you used to live, doesn't matter what your channel used to be. Where do you want to sell real estate?
That's
That
key.
should make the 30,000 foot overview answer to your question.
Okay.
Uh,
Then I got two channels then. I got Live in Surprise AZ and I got Living in Chandler AZ or Arizona.
how far apart are those cities
Oh my
geographically?
God, they're like an hour or something apart.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
But what you say is key too, because where you want to work doesn't have to be where you live. And I appreciate I love that. That's where I'm stuck at too. Is like I don't live there, but it's a great money maker over there with the downsizing seniors and the move up millennials that I learned from you guys. I think that's key with the new construction and all that. I think I can do both and then maybe just have like a tab about the as is realtor.
Is there a like one of the areas where I live, they call it the Tri-County. Tri-County connects three counties. Is there any nomenclature surrounding the two cities you've just described? I'm almost thinking of your channel, torn between two lovers,
Yeah,
torn between two
exactly. That's me.
cities,
That is so
and do
big.
both on one.
That is so big.
Especially if you live geographically in between them, then nobody's going to have a problem with that. And then
Yeah.
it's one channel instead of two.
Yeah. So Arizona is known for Glendale. That's where all the big sports, the football, the arena hockey, all that stuff, it's right there. So, and
How
it
far
has,
is that?
it's not far from me. It's like probably within 20 minutes, maybe. So, and there are some new builds, not necessarily in Glendale, but it's next to Glendale. So that's why I don't want to be stuck with like having to be branded a particular city. But if it's like particularly branded to me, but the city's in me, I just seems like that might go further. I'm not sure because I don't want to keep redoing my brand.
No, and let me tell you, the key to that is, and you've been through the training, so you know that I harp on this in the training. The key is to make yourself, you want to make that channel searchable. You want to make it something that somebody is searching for.
Right.
I'm not going
Okay.
to mention her name, but I talked to a realtor when we first got this started, and she was so hung up on her name being her brand. She was like, I want to join your channel and help you guys, but I don't want to lose my brand. And I think I hurt her feelings when I said this, but this is the God's honest truth. Nobody's sitting in, especially with us, living on the coast. We live, Trump just changed the name of it to the Gulf of America, but we live in Gulf of America, and nobody is searching, nobody's sitting down, quite frankly, and searching what does Andy Hollis have to sell in Orange Beach. So they
Okay.
don't know who I am. So the whole
Cool.
key was to find something they're searching for. And that's why we changed it to, Orange Beach, Alabama living. And I did the whole keyword search where whether it was Orange Beach, whether it was OBA, because that's everybody that lives around here knows what OBA means. But then when I typed it in, all I kept coming up with was Outer Banks because that's what Outer Banks is called, OBA, OBA, OBA. And I'm like, oh my God, well, I sure don't want somebody searching for property here or me putting out a video and then them wind up, looking at stuff in Outer Banks because one has nothing to do with the other. So that was the reason that I kind of tagged it the way I did, with Orange Beach, Alabama living. And I think that's what you've got to decide is you've got to pick out what's going to be the most searched term, and that's what you need to run with. So
Yep. So,
maybe
okay.
it's Glendale.
Live in Surprise AZ because people have been knowing me for AZ. I've been living AZ and all my geotags. I geotags different subdivisions
Yeah.
insert different pictures.
And
So
listen, I can see you starting a video right now going, so you're thinking about buying a house in Surprise, and then come on and go, well, surprise, I got a big one for you today.
that's a
And then,
good one, right?
and
That's
then just show all the area, what it's like to live there and the whole nine
right.
yards.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I want to help you get unstuck too, because you talked a lot about marketing, and don't think your channel needs to be what you call yourself. I and don't worry about changing the name of your channel if you need to down the road. Andy's spot on with what's the most searched real estate term geographically in your area of Arizona. In my case, it was Louisville, Kentucky. But most of the business I do is in the surrounding area. So in every video, I say Louisville, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, and the surrounding areas. And I probably record 75% of my videos outside of Louisville, Kentucky. But I renamed my channel Louisville, Kentucky Living because it was the most searched term there that we could find. Before that, and this is my point, before that, I thought, oh, my brand for 20 years has been Louisville Homes Fast. We'll help you find a home fast. We'll help you sell a home fast. LouisvilleHomesFast.com. Louisville Homes Fast was our YouTube, was our Facebook, was our Instagram, was our Twitter. Every handle I had was Louisville Homes Fast. But my
Okay.
channel used to be Louisville Homes Fast, and nobody's going to search for that.
Okay. Gotcha. 10-4.
So now the name of the channel is different than the brand name, and I think you should adopt that
Okay.
philosophy and
Gotcha.
focus on what Andy just said in the area that's most searchable. And then let your channel define itself.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask, you know, would it be possible to do Glendale and talk in your videos, Glendale and the surrounding areas like Surprise, like the other one, et cetera, and have massive playlists for each area?
You're saying a playlist or you're saying
Yes.
a whole channel called Glendale and surrounding areas?
Well,
No,
I'm just forget what you're calling it for a second. You can spend 30 minutes and figure out what to call it based on what's most searched.
Right.
But now that we're recording for your channel, when you're recording your videos, you could say Glendale and the surrounding areas. Well, today I'm in Surprise, Arizona, just 20 miles to the east or west or whatever it
Right, right,
is.
right.
And then you could have a surprise playlist on the Glendale channel, a
Right.
Glendale channel on a
Surprise
Glendale
playlist.
playlist on the
Right,
Glendale
right, right.
channel, and then the other city, the other direction.
Right, right. Understood. Let me
Is
ask you
that,
this.
and I got to ask Andy, you're the expert here, in terms of ranking and searching, could he do that and not have to do two channels? Would that be an
Yes.
acceptable solution?
I
Yeah, the
would prefer that.
100%. The only thing
Yeah.
that I was thinking about you don't want to do the as is part of it. You don't you want to basically go after buyers and not investors. And I wouldn't do, because you were calling yourself the as is agent or whatever it is you're
As
calling.
this realtor.
But I would do like Tim just suggested. I would start, a channel that said, like living in Glendale, Arizona, and then you might do playlists for the outlying areas, like some of the like Surprise or whatever. Because
So I could keep my handle. It's just my channel name is just something else, right?
yeah, and
And
Yes.
I have playlists in the channels. Okay. So let me ask you this. My Google business profile name is Toytron EXP Realty. Do you guys have a Google business? Is there something wrong with that name? Should I just change it to just Toytron Realty Group or something? And
well, I have my business channel with EXP. I have my Google My Business, which is Thomas Hollis. And then I have another Google My Business page that I started for the YouTube channel. So I have an Orange Beach, Alabama living Google My Business profile. So I
oh,
have
you
two
do have a
separate
separate
ones.
one.
So once you get your channel up and established, then I would start a new Google My Business profile with your YouTube channel name.
Oh, you could do that, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So with my real estate now, do you think I should change it to Toytron Realty Group or just leave it as is, Toytron XP Realty?
Nah, I'd leave it as is.
Because I was told that I don't want to have someone's brand on my business if later on I'm not with EXP or whatever anymore, or I could do other businesses that is not EXP.
You can always change it if you decide to leave EXP, but I mean, you're never going to leave EXP, let's face it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This is gold. Where would I go, right?
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking. So, but okay, I think I you guys helped me get clear. So I think I'll either keep that live-in surprise easy or I'll do another search, see if Glendale is a good area. Um, Attract buyers quick. My phones will ring faster. Keep focusing on the new construction. Focus on assumables, get those investors, and keep targeting the keywords of those buyers in that
And the
area.
biggest thing too, Toy, is to be consistent. If you're going to put out and don't bite off more than you can chew. So if you've got way too much stuff going on and you can only do one video every 2 weeks, then that's all you do is one video every 2 weeks. There's a misconception out there that I got to do a video every day. Well, you don't. You don't have to do a video every day, especially since these things live evergreen on that channel. They're going to live there forever. You take like Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTube creator in the world. He's got 385 million subscribers, and he does one video every 3 or 4 months. You know, but his videos get on average of about 170, 180 million views each. I mean, it's nuts. So I'm not saying that you're ever going to be that big, but what I'm saying is it doesn't there's just a misconception that you have to do a video a day. You don't have to do a video a day. As long as they're relevant, they last forever, they're evergreen, and they're interesting, and they're telling people what they want to learn. That's all that matters.
So I have big plans changing my channel, things I've been learning. So I got AI certified through Nick Krem. So doing YouTube and being consistent and not having to work so hard. I'm also implementing what I got from him and use HeyGen and have HeyGen be my and explain that in my explainer video. This is Toy Truck AI 2.0, you
There
know.
you go.
And yeah, so yeah, I got some plans. It's just I just have to get over this hurdle in my mind block. So, but yeah, I think this helps me out. But I put in all the pieces, things that I've already done in my old channel. I'm putting it all together now for this new one. So I just want to go through the whole course first and then go back again through the key things that I need to do. So, but yeah, it's good. What's in the pipeline for you guys? What's going on with both of you guys?
Whew, still running around with my hair on fire.
You got hair? I know,
Oh
okay.
my God. I don't have much, but yeah, what's up there
Tim's
is
got
on
all the hair.
fire.
Tim stole all our hair. That's
Mine,
good.
I'm losing mine fast.
That's good. So,
I was just going to share with you one thing to drive this marketing thing home. This has been my logo for a long time. Louisville Homes Fast has been my brand. And it was difficult just having both of those, but my channel is Louisville, Kentucky Living. And then again, this video is in Springfield, Kentucky. There's Louisville, Kentucky, and surrounding areas. So that anything was just outside of Louisville, I put in this playlist. Louisville, Kentucky things to do. All about living in Louisville, Kentucky. And then this one's in Oldham County. That's not in Louisville, Kentucky. That's a suburb of Louisville. And Crestwood is a suburb of Oldham County, just also outside of Louisville. So I think your channel can kind of look like that ultimately, where you just
oh,
break
so
things
that's the
up.
other thing that you helped me think of just seeing your channel real quick. There is my coloring, my branding, and all. Like I'm stuck with that, and I use ChatGPT and all the whole like this color means that and that color means this. Like I don't know what color I want to use because I was like burgundy and black because it was royalty and stuff, but like other people told me it was too dark. So like I don't know what to do with my coloring and my branding and everything.
Yeah. My colors are this burgundy and black. You just said it. I mean, that everything we do, it's that. Unless I've got a
So yours is
black
red.
shirt, then I
It's more
might
red.
inverse it and do white. Do what?
Yours is red.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
actually burgundy. Yeah, this is all
red.
red around here, but it bleeds down to getting darker toward the burgundy level. But the logo is actually burgundy and black and gray and a little bit of white.
Yeah, someone told me I had mine and she looked at it. She's like giving me criticism. She's like, this is too dark for you. You gotta change it. So I'm just like, maybe I'm just trying to rebrand my AI thing and just I'm working on this AI image of myself and I get stuck and it's like a lot of stuff. So I was gonna put that in all of my social media, redo all of my social media and change everything. So my other social media stuff, do I just leave my name? Because I obviously don't want my social media stuff live in Glendale, AZ, right? You just want to keep it as Toy Trong Realtor, Toy Trong EXP Realty, or what?
I think
If you're gonna go all in on YouTube, I would go all in on YouTube and I would change everything.
Change
I
everything?
mean, listen, I have well, actually, let me see. Right now I have four different YouTube channels. I have, let's see how many Facebooks
Dang,
I have.
you got too
I,
much time on your hand, Andy.
I have, yeah, I have Um, I have four Facebook pages.
Good
So,
God.
I mean, because we have one channel that we use for recruiting. Tim and I are both a part of that Agents of Freedom. So all of that, I have the Facebook, the same banner as my YouTube page, the same banner. Same thing with my Orange Beach, Alabama living. I have my Facebook has the same banner as the YouTube channel has the same banner. It's the same banner on my website. It's the same banner on my Google My Business
Yep.
page. But but ultimately everything points back to the YouTube channel. I want them going to the YouTube channel, and I don't want them leaving the YouTube channel. So I don't put links to my Facebook page or my Twitter page or my Instagram page in anywhere near my YouTube page because I don't want them leaving. I don't want them leaving. The only reason I want them leaving is so that they'll book a call to talk to me. So I have a link to a calendar to my Calendly. I have a link in there for that for them to book a call with me. That's the only link I have in there is for them to book a call. So
Right.
I want them staying on the channel. And that's because it helps YouTube's algorithm. The longer they stay on that platform, the more YouTube is going to take your videos and push it out in front of other people.
Right. So what do you think I should use for my color, for my branding of what you know of me so far?
Yeah, I don't
Whatever
know.
you want.
Yeah, well,
You know what?
Don't overthink it, Toy.
yeah, don't
Pick
overthink it.
something
And
you like.
listen, like Tim just said, don't be scared to just jump out there with both feet because you can always change it. I mean, it's not that big a deal to change all that stuff up.
I'm
And
doing it now.
yeah, and the thing about it is I've changed ours. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've changed it.
Yeah.
And I started us a new YouTube channel yesterday to put these coaching calls on. And I fought over that for I did the same thing you're doing. I sat here and fought with myself for 3 or 4 hours going, what should this look like? What should this look like? What kind of color should it be? I asked ChatGPT. I went down the rabbit hole till finally I just said, you know what? I'm just doing it. I'm just putting it out there. So, and I finally settled on Tim doesn't even know this yet. This is something he's discovering on this call. Um, but this is, let me see if I can share my screen and I'll show it to you.
Oh, so I watched this clip. I forgot what his name was, but I'm gonna change it. Blue and green, those are two real estate colors. Every industry has a color,
Yeah, there you
and it
go.
says blue and green.
Can you see
Blue
my
and green is
screen,
the
Tim?
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see magnetic marketing, YouTube made simple, and then it's got our website, and then that's our I've decided, well, we decided last time we were together that we were gonna have the fox, as our mascot basically. And so I had ChatGPT create that fox, that multicolored fox, and there you go. So that's the new YouTube channel where these coaching calls are gonna live, you know.
Mhm.
So
Cool.
don't overthink it. Just run with it. You can always change it.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. I ran with it. I'm gonna run with it again. They keep trying to get me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep going.
You got to run faster.
I gotta run faster so they can't get me. There you go. Nice. Cool, guys.
Well, have we answered your question or did we make it clear as mud?
No, you made it very clear.
Awesome.
We're gonna live in Surprise AZ. We're gonna work there. We're gonna work on the SEO keywords, do the new construction, assumables, investors, and yeah, no, we're good. No, you made it clear.
Awesome.
Thank you. You don't have to live where you work. Thank you, Tim.
That's right.
That's
I'm in
right.
Gulf Shores, Alabama. That's got nothing to do with Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I live in Foley, Alabama, but our main track is Orange Beach, which is 15 minutes down the road. So,
yeah.
I mean, our channel is called Orange Beach, Alabama Living. I don't even live in Orange Beach, and the majority of our videos are done in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, because quite frankly, because the price point's higher. We
Right.
we want to attract those $1 million buyers, and that's what we're going after, you know.
And it's easier to get buyers than sellers, right? That's what they say.
It is a lot easier to get buyers than sellers. Yeah, I haven't quite figured out the secret sauce to getting sellers on YouTube yet. When I do, it'll be added to the training. I can promise you that. But it's and I'm trying to
I'll
figure
work
it
on
out.
it. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm gonna do. My channel is gonna be two-way. It's gonna be, yeah, let's get you in this new construction home. But if you're a downsizer senior who needs to get smaller home, this is a great home for you. And
Yeah.
vice versa. If you're a move up millennial, check this home out. If you're looking to upgrade, this is a great new construction home that you should get. So yeah, I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna inform, educate them about how to sell a house, do a simultaneous closing, what that is,
And
how
I
to
will
prep
tell
your
you
house.
what we've been running into here lately, where a good bit of I guess you would say an added bonus into these people calling you for to buy a property is just about everybody who buys a property has a property to sell.
Yeah.
Just about. And so we have been running into here lately, people from Michigan or Ohio or whatever wanting to move to the beach and retire. And we're like, okay, well, do you have a home to sell there? And they're like, yeah, we do. Well, have you contacted a real estate agent? And they're like, no. And we're like, well, we know somebody, even though you don't. I just always say, I've got somebody in your area that would be perfect that works for our company. Can I have them call you? And they go, hell yeah. And then I hook up, I go into the directory in EXP and I do the research. I might, make 15 phone calls, and whoever answers that phone first is going to be the one that I say, hey, here's your referral that's in that area. I'm just the majority of, I don't mind sharing it with you. I would say probably 65 to 70% of my earnings last year were from referrals. And guess what you don't have to do with a referral? Nothing.
Anything.
Nothing. All you gotta
Fill
do
out the
is,
referral form. Takes 60
yes,
seconds.
fill out, and especially if it's within EXP, that's all you do is fill out the referral form. You send it over and it's done. That's all you gotta
Where were
do.
you getting the referrals from?
No, I'm not getting referrals. I'm saying it's me giving referrals.
Oh,
It's
you were
people.
giving referrals.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh,
refer this business out if I don't want to fool with it. Or if somebody's moving here from Michigan, they got a house to sell in Michigan, I'll call a local agent and hook
oh,
them
I
up
got you. I
and
got you. Because you're
get
helping
that
them in your area,
referral.
but they have to have a cell over there,
Yeah.
and you
Right.
refer it out over there.
I mean, it's producing money all the way around tenfold, and like I said, those referrals are so easy because you don't have to do nothing.
Gotcha.
Just make the introduction. You get 25% of whatever.
Yes, easy peasy. I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that part.
I got a check the other day. I think I was telling Tim about it. I mean, I hooked these people up with a referral for, I don't even, it was in, uh, God, I can't remember where it was at, somewhere in up north in Alabama. But anyway, I forgot about it. I forgot that I hooked this referral up, and I looked in my thing the other day and I got a check for $1,700. And I'm like, what the hell is this for? And I got to looking back on it and I was like, oh man. And then I got an email from the agent saying, thank you so much. These clients were really easy to deal with. And I was like, okay, you're welcome. Thank you for the $1,700.
Easy
Next.
peasy. Nice. There you go. Yeah, that's the key. That's what I learned too. Once you have your YouTube channel going, people are gonna call you, and then you don't want to work it or can't work it, you just refer it out. It becomes a
Absolutely.
referral business. Yeah, exactly. I've been doing that, so I'll keep geotagging. So thank you, Tim, for reminding me. I have my geotagging thing, and I specifically put different subdivisions all over Surprise. So they see
Yep.
Toy Trog, and all my pictures says Toy Trog EXP Realty on the pictures too. So, and then I'm working on fixing my website and all that stuff. And I'll keep my I'll keep my Google then. So
Yep.
I got my Instacart going, so I'm gonna contact my old clients and get them to a raving 5-star review and then keep
Yep.
going and then put that in my YouTube. So cool.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
whole client base gets a weekly email blast from me. They get 2 emails a week. One email they get for the weekly newsletter, which promotes my YouTube channel. And the next one they get from me in the week is asking them to give me a 5-star review on Google. And I mean, I send them one every week. And I know that they're going to get tired, but I've turned it into a game because I was telling Tim this, I have like 1,900 people in my CRM in KV Core. Well, you can't work 1,900 people. I mean, it's just impossible. So I send out 2 emails every single week just to see how many unsubscribes I can get. So I make it a game. So like when, I know the emails go out on Monday and Thursday. So I start looking Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday to see who's unsubscribed. And KV Core will give you a notification. It says so and so has unsubscribed. And I'm like, yes, got another one. I'm just trying to whittle it down. And once I get it down to that, maybe 600, 700 mark, then I can work those more realistic than I can 1,900 people that I don't know who the heck they are, you know.
Yeah,
I
So,
don't stay in contact with my people. That's my problem. I don't
me
work my
too.
CRM, and I'm learning that I need to utilize my KV core and put everybody and use my home bot. Today, Sean was his training was amazing.
It
And that
was.
reminds me again, I have these resources. I'm paying for these resources. I need to utilize it better and more. So I'm gonna plug them back into my home bots, look at my clients, get them to get input it back into HomeBot, put them into my Google reviews, and input out that all with YouTube. So, but yeah,
yep. Once you get rolling, you need to hire an assistant because then that way you can focus on what's important and have somebody
right.
do all the menial work. And
Let me
I'm
make that
telling you,
money.
you'll sell twice as many homes doing that.
100%.
Yep.
Let
Yep.
me make that money first.
There you go.
Well, and don't
Like,
try to do too many things at once, too, Toy. You've talked about a lot of things you're doing. I'd focus
yeah,
on YouTube and Google My Business and
yeah,
push everything else to the side. HomeBot can wait. All those other things you mentioned can wait. Focus on one pillar, perfect it, and then go to the next one, and then go to the next one.
Yep, that's a hard thing to do because I'm gonna tell you, I'm guilty of it myself. When I start looking at something and then I go, "Ooh, that looks cool," and then I dive down the rabbit hole and start trying to figure it out. Next thing you know, I'm 6 hours in and I'm sitting there going, "I did not do anything I was supposed to do today. Nothing."
yeah. That sounds like me too.
I'm gonna have to
So,
separate you too.
yeah, we're all guilty of it.
Okay.
Uh, well, all
Thank you.
right. Well, if anybody does anybody have anything else?
No, you guys been amazing.
I want to show you something when we get done, when we've got Toy's questions answered.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's been more than answered. Thank you guys.
And then you're welcome to stay around and watch too. It just you
Please.
don't have
Yes.
to. I
Yes.
recorded my first new construction video the other day, and I was going to get
Nice.
Andy's take on it.
Okay.
Nice.